So, what's your name? Where
How
you
you doing,
calling
Mike?
from? Good. How you doing?
I'm called. I don't know. They give me all kinds of names. They're calling me the Duck Kingpin. They call me all kinds of shit like that, Mike. So I'm just saying.
Are you
it's
rich?
How are you doing?
Are you rich?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I am.
the Duck King's calling. Now I'm afraid that we're going to end up in a police report again.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in more
huh?
trouble. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't want to get you in trouble. It looks like you got ahead of the ball. I haven't even seen the emails or the other stuff yet. I haven't even looked at it yet. I saw you were talking, trying to get on the phone. I thought, I think I'll give him a call. The hell with it, But yeah, this is just insane. There's way too much stuff to be not real. You know what I mean? Like the corruption part of it.
So how are you doing, like mentally? I mean, I know this shit. Like it bugged me. And you're facing serious charges.
You and I think myself, you, Glera. I'm I don't know how old you are, but I'm 65. But
yeah,
anyway.
I'm not as old as you, but I'm older than a lot of people here, or in the movement, I guess.
Okay, so, but you guys, the three of us have a lot of stuff in common. A lot of stuff, and a lot of like mental stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mind. When I hear you talk and you're very truthful, and so isn't the Glera. I feel he's truthful when he talks about himself. So I feel very connected to you guys. And especially you, Mike. I know I got the Trump hat on, but you know what? We can always talk. I'm not a guy that is like a stonehead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
I could tell.
I think you're a great guy. I think you're a great guy. I've actually have some friends of mine in the cannabis business that says you need to listen to Mike Crawford about the poisons and the stuff that people getting sick and dying over. Before you go to work for somebody, you gotta be careful who you work for.
Exactly.
Because I did a big job. I did a big job on a grow down in Taunton. A builder I knew built a huge grow, R&D center, a huge place down in Taunton, right off of 24 and 140, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's just I figured I had talked to you since that Standout when I did my rant. But I was unbelievable that they narrated that whole thing.
Unbelievable. How much time do you think they spent investigating you? Hours, man hours. And like even just write, like you said, just listen to our video and then transcribing it. I mean, it's a lot of hours.
That alone, Mike.
I know.
It's just crazy. And you know what? I got people laughing with me. You know what I mean? They say, you got to be kidding me. 6 months and 36 pages? I couldn't even get through it all because it was so stupid.
It really is. It's unbelievable.
It really is. I go to court next week.
You mentioned them that you're real. You have the mental health. Does this stuff affect your life? Like, do you laugh about it, or do
what? I laugh about it probably more than I anything else. I mean, I have my moments. I have my moments of negativity that go through me, and that's what I was talking about. Like, personalities or like,
yeah.
I have moments, but you know what? In the end of the day, like Brenda says, what a joke.
Yeah. You're also having some
bottom line.
It looks like a lot of it. You're also having the time of your life. You're having fun, aren't you?
I'm having the fucking time of my life. I am having the time of my life. I had a guy call me the other day from Canada. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a townie. And he's talking to me like, remember me? I remember you. Yeah. This, that, the other thing. And by the end of the conversation, and I realized all he was doing is basically telling me to cool it off.
Yeah.
But I never admitted to anything to him. Like I wasn't. He even asked me about the ducks.
Yeah.
But the way he's talking to me, I can see that he knows, and he doesn't want to say the wrong thing because I'll hang up on him. I'll call him a douchebag or something. But I am. I mean, I'm having. This thing started as a joke, Mike.
Right.
As we all know. You know what? But you know what? There's something to be said about the ducks. And when I went back and I constantly talking about the Sopranos with Tony and the ducks and how it affected him and how he had to go to see a psychiatrist over it because he didn't understand where they're coming back. And then you look up duck phobia, and the last thing in duck phobia, there's actually duck phobia, phobia, and it's about tracking and watching. It's not about the duck hurting you. It's about you being tracked and watched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting. Yeah.
So that's where the ducks are coming in. You know what I mean? And that's and these people think they're Sopranos or something. I don't know what the hell I think they are. But anyways, so I figured that fits perfectly for this.
You are the Duck King now. I mean, does everyone call you the Duck King now? Is that the thing now?
I don't know. It's between that and all the hugs and kisses. I don't know, Mike. I don't want to be named anything. I didn't do this for any popularity or anything. I know enough people. I have a lot of friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have a great group with you guys. I love you all. I don't like the turmoil at all. I walk away from it. I shut it down. And then I come back and see what's going on. But I've never been a YouTuber until, Turtle Boy showed this. And I haven't, that's all I do now. And my son's a big one on YouTube. He's got over 100,000 views. He's a contractor in Boston.
Awesome.
I don't want to say any more than that, but he's a big YouTuber. But it's new to me, and I'm ready to retire. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to move to Naples and have a show? No, you know what I mean. But I don't know. I got to find something to do with myself because I'm bored as hell, And I guess a little boredom got me thinking about what can I do to help Karen Reed and this whole thing. And the bottom line comes with me. It's all about John. It's all about John to me. It's nothing more than that. I've talked to people that were his friends. It's go to dinner with him and Karen. Told me a few episodes, and I feel like I know him more and better. And it's just a hole inside of me that made me step out of myself and do something. Obviously, I have a business that's 57 years old. I'm not afraid to say what it is and all that stuff. I'm not afraid of any of them. I mean, the worst thing they can do is, beat me up and put me in an alley. Well, if that's what happens, it happens. But I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. I'm just expressing my opinion.
Speaking of that, there was kind of some pushback from, I don't want to bash her. I mean, because she's the one calling me today about what's going on with me. So, not a lot of mainstream media seem like they're covering this stuff. But she gave some pushback, Sue O'Connell, about the Ducks. Did you see that on Twitter, what she was saying about it?
I don't go to Twitter because it's a sore to me.
Yeah.
So I don't go there. But was this about a month ago or something?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I know. It was including with the and she didn't say anything about the stuff being poured on Rita's lawn, but she said something about the ducks. Was that the part?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I did read that. I ignore it. I've got Jill Daniels to send me a couple texts. I just ignore it. I don't even respond. Most of the time I just delete it. It means nothing in my life. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to run my life and run the way I think and say things to me that you can say whatever you want to me. I'm thick-skinned. I grew up in the streets. I know more stuff in Canton than half the people in Canton know. And that's what I think a lot of it, that's why I'm not getting too much of a pushback with anybody from Canton, because they all know I'm 65 years around that town. I know a lot of stuff. And I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I don't need to blab it all around. I don't want to. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I just want the people to go to justice for John. I want them to get...
Yeah. Did you get to go to the Standout yesterday?
Yeah, I went to Morrissey's.
And how was that?
I was at
Tell
Morrissey's.
us about it.
It was awesome, Mike. It was awesome. Brian was there. Brian was the only one I think I saw there. Oh, no, Richie was there, too. I think Richie and Brian were there. But that was awesome. It was really awesome. We had a lot of eyes on us. He must have had about 1,000 eyes on us. And somebody said there was people on the roof of the building. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
How many people do you think showed
They
up
want to do
yesterday?
that.
How many people do you think?
At least 100.
Awesome.
I would say at least 100. And it was really good. It was, you know the vibe, Mike. The vibe is phenomenal. You know, it doesn't matter where it is. We could be in the middle of a swamp, and the vibe is good. You know, well, we are in the middle of a swamp.
Were there any sightings of Morrissey or Buchanan or any of those other jokers?
Evidently, I don't pay attention to them like that, but they they didn't come out, and you got a little low, what's her name there with the microphone calling outside, what's her name?
Mizzy?
The little, no, not Mizzy, she was on it too, but Esty, I mean, I love that girl. She is so freaking funny. So she's calling me Paul out. But I don't know. I guess he's in the corner office and he goes, there's Lieutenant's up there hugging Meatball. Like, God, oh, shit.
Duck goose over here.
No shit, my God. I mean, I just can't believe this. I mean, our courts must not be that busy. They're letting this shit come in. I'll tell you.
I love that you call in. Are your lawyers worried about you talking, or do you just, no?
What
is it? No. Okay.
Listen, as well as anybody, I admitted to it. But I didn't do anything wrong. It's my First Amendment right, free speech. It's at the end of the line. People have done worse than me, a lot worse. We have two cases, law cases that are almost identical to mine. So
let me ask you something.
Do
your attorneys think they're actually going to go forward with it? Do you think they're actually going to try you? What do your attorneys think?
Well, I have Tim Bradle, so he tells me not to worry about it. That's all he says to me. And it would go from, we expressed to the judge, let's say told the judge, but we expressed to the judge that we're going to come back for a motion for dismissal on the 22nd. It's up to Canton. I mean, Tim Taylor, the guy that took the report wasn't at the courthouse. It was a prosecutor, the Canton prosecutor, Teddy Leon. I mean, even look up. The guy don't look up. I swear to God, he whispered to the judge, we just want to stay away. That's what they asked for when I went for the arraignment. Right. But I don't think he looked at the judge when he said, I didn't even hear him say it. I picked it up afterwards. Like, it was just like, I mean, the whole courtroom was full.
It was really weak, huh?
Yeah, it was weak. It is weak. The whole thing's weak. This is all because of Rafferty. I can't stand her. I don't like her. And she knows it. I mean, I expressed it right there with you that day.
Yep.
I don't like the woman. She's a rat.
Did you notice too when they transcribed that interview I did with you, they picked certain parts and certain parts they left out?
Of course. I mean, that's expected, Mike.
They cherry
to me,
picked.
it is anyway.
They cherry picked.
Oh yeah. I knew there was. When I read it, I couldn't. Honestly, you know how I read it? I read it with Melanie Little. That's what I did. I watched the show when she broke the thing down. That's all I've done. I don't even want to look at it. I could care less.
Yeah, what a highlight. It's been my highlight this year too, to see Melanie Little covering stuff that she covered that with our little bit, and then this week to see her do the Better letter. I was like, this is so much fun. I love watching Melanie cover court material I'm in. Like, it's weird. It's so funny. I never thought that was a thing. I didn't think that would happen, but that's happened twice now where, it's so funny.
Mike,
Melanie is awesome.
It may be something.
If you're going to get in trouble in the courts, you want Melanie reading your shit on her show. Definitely.
Well, that's how I felt. And I tell you, and I like when she's with Will too, because, Will's learning and, she keeps him in check, kind of like if he goes a little off tangent or whatever. But I think them two talking together from two different worlds, and I love that matchup. And of course, I love Mel with
Better.
Federal.
Oh, today.
You know,
Yeah, they did
I
it
mean,
today.
that's like a. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it, but I didn't. But that's like.
That's why
what
it's
the hell?
funny
That's
too,
a
because
dream team.
people are like, "You got to get better on today. You got to get better on today." Then I'm just like,
Yeah.
let him do Melanie, like, because like I don't want to like be like he did so much for the show. Like he's been on so many times.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want to just
Mike.
try to like overbook him because he's doing all these other shows. Like he's gonna do the lawyer. You know, I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be so.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see.
Can't. I have it. That guy, I like him more, but it's hard for me to watch him.
I hear you. I'm probably the
It's
same
just
way.
something-
He's not our style. He's not our taste. But you know what? I want to see him with
not.
Betterow. I'm looking forward to seeing that with Betterow still.
Yeah.
We all have our different
good,
tastes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I there's a few.
He's definitely got a brand though.
Go.
People love it. Like I find that a lot of women like Peter, the lawyer. You know, he's got a lot of women who follow him.
I think that's the people that were telling me to watch him.
Yeah.
That's
how women. I know. They were all telling me to get him on the show. I just hit him up too. I was like, Peter, I want you on my show. Do you do guests? I don't know if he does. I don't know if he's a guest ever because I've never seen him as a guest. But if I hope he comes on my show.
I've never seen him as a guest. But does he even? Did he have a sidekick with him at one point?
I don't know. I've never seen that.
I don't know.
Someone said he's hot.
I don't know.
Donovan said he's hot. They like Peter.
I'm not seeing any of that stuff. I'm talking to you.
So I guess Rich,
awesome.
you are now the Duck King to me. The Duck King is on the phone. Do you have any final like words, thoughts, especially for the movement this week? There has been the last few weeks some division, but I feel like a lot of it's coming full circle. I feel like we're okay. I think we're going to be fine. That's what I've been trying to tell people. We're going to stay. Don't let them divide us. That's what it is. I think they've been trying to divide us, and I think that we don't let them divide us, and I don't think they can. What do you think, Rich?
I think you just nailed it. I would have said the same exact thing to you. Let it pass. Shut the fuck up and let it pass. Okay? Let it pass. Let everybody calm down, cool off. I watched Sean last night. I mean, I love Aiden. I love Sean. I mean, I don't pick aside. There's a few people that I don't like that are in this, and I don't really care to watch them. You guys are solid. I think you, Mike, are one guy that has no fucking ego. And I'm sorry for swearing, but that's what I love about you more than anything. Is you have absolutely zero.
I don't know about that. I think that I'm just aware. I try to be aware of it. I know, but I mean, come on.
Maybe okay. Well,
I was an athlete. You don't think there's some ego in that? Come on, you want to win? I always, it's. But I'm aware. I try to be aware of it. I try to keep it in check, and I know this isn't about me. Like the stuff we do, I don't want it to be about me.
Right.
Like maybe it's more mature. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. I think I'm healthy. I'm healthy for me. That's what I'm just. I know my mission. What's the mission?
Yeah. Right. I am the same way, dude. I can't believe it. It's like. I have to do the same thing. I have to keep my ego in check. I mean, I'm a successful businessman. I mean, literally, long time, and I could keep busy, but I want to retire. I'm 65. I have grandchildren and children, and I have a dog. I'm single. I just want to get out and, go somewhere warm and just enjoy the rest of my life and my family.
Right.
And I'm not going to, and this whole thing stepped out of it because I have this hole in me about John and thinking about my grandchildren and then they're trying to shut after they arrested Turtle Boy for this bullshit and they put him in jail. That was it for me. Fuck these people. I mean, they can't take out. We got to be able to talk. They take our speech away, we're screwed, and that's what is. A lot of people are trying to do that to us here. This state is awful. This whole area up here. I just want to. I wish I could change it with a flick of a finger.
Well, unfortunately, it takes a little more than that, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
We are.
What do you? Are people supporting you enough financially in terms of your defense fund and all that?
I'm doing okay. I'm all set right now. Up to now, I'm okay with Bradle, my attorney. If it goes further, then I'm going to do something. But I got my shirts and that I just got today, posted them online. And I still have my send go. Kind of got screwed up at the beginning because I went with a GoFund, and then I found out all this crap, and then they held my money, and I finally got on the phone with them, and they said, cut the shit. So they moved my money over. Then I just kind of I shut it off or whatever, and then I set up the send go one.
Yep.
So kind of got it kind of got screwed up in the beginning, and I think I confused a lot of people, and I apologize for that. Whoever's listening. I apologize for it. I have plenty of money. This isn't about me. This is about the rest of it's going back into Turtle Boy's fund for his justice for him.
He needs it.
So yeah, he's going to get the balance because it's the same fight. So I want to give it back to the same fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I do. I mean, I feel like it's a fight for me now too because of the Betterow letter. It's like I'm maybe going to find out what really they did to me. Like, hopefully I get more information through Aiden. What did you think about in terms of that letter? Did I ask you about that fake letter thing? Is it fake or is it real? What do you think about that letter? Did you see that online?
Well, I saw a little. I haven't. No, Mike, I haven't. I'm sorry, I haven't. But okay. I did see a little something about some text messages where she felt like she was being used or whatever that was. I don't know where those texts. It looked like text messages to me. I was picking up my bedroom. It was on. I had it on TV, and I just got a glimpse of it. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about something else that we went over on the show tonight. It's just the thing going around on Twitter. It's basically an email that was sent out. Looks like by Mass State Police Tully, talking about, different people that they were leveraging like Grant and how they knew that I didn't do anything wrong, but they wanted to make me feel like I still did,
Oh, okay. I'm going to go check it out.
That's all right.
Yeah, I will go.
It's a lot to keep up with, Rich.
It sure is. I mean, that's why I limit myself on how I watch, because I like to, I'm a straight up guy. I want straight up news. And, I find it with you. I find it with Aiden. Up until the past week with Sean, Sean's just having a tough time. I don't know what it is, but the guy's a good guy. I feel bad that this has happened. I think last night was I don't know, some intervention for him or something. I don't know, but it wasn't a negative thing. So
good.
I wish I really don't know. This is all new to me.
Yeah,
I know.
I think Sean's been through a lot of tough, time this year in terms of losing his dad and his brother, and then I think that the other side, they are predators. They will twist things, and I think that he got pressured by them.
You feel it? I think he got caught in some sort of web.
Yep.
With it, but you know what I'm saying. And he's losing somebody very dear to him. I can feel it when I don't ask him about it. But I can feel it. And you could see, look at him last night. I don't know if you watch it, whatever. But when he went on with the Aiden party, brought the Aiden into this, and the first time he talked to him, you saw how different he looked. He looked 20 years younger, 10 years younger.
Yeah.
But then you saw it towards the end.
Yeah.
It sure has. And he looks like an older man, like hunched over when he was doing the physical show. But I mean, you saw it towards the end how he was getting red too. When he was talking with Aiden, how he was getting excited. It's his Irish blood in him.
Yeah.
And I think he's still in recovery too.
Yeah.
Definitely. So. I don't know. He's a great guy. I have, obviously you have too. I talked to him on the phone. I check with him, and I had a little talk with Pete Murphy yesterday about we just care about him, and we want all of you to be careful. I want you to do the right. Y'all doing the right thing. In my opinion, I wouldn't be talking on the phone because I stepped right out of my comfort zone. And people will tell you that people will say to me, Richie, I can't believe you. I never, ever. I have people say to me, I never, ever thought I'd see you do that, anything like that.
I'm
pissed off.
Yeah. I love it. The
I'm
everyday
pissed off.
man gets involved, and it's about ducks, and you're having the time of your life, even though they're throwing all these charges at you. Um, I'm looking forward to see what happens with you and Turtle Boy. You also got on the big show, Turtle Boy. I bet you'd never imagined you'd be on Turtle Boy Live. You were on his show. What was that like? What was that like?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
I've never been on his show. I can't imagine what it's like being on that show.
Really?
Yeah, I've
You
never been on.
Turtle?
He's been
I
on
didn't-
here, but I never been.
I
Yeah,
don't think.
that's a big deal to be on
Yeah,
his show
but I
now.
never. Really, I don't think anything of it. I'm sorry, Aiden. I don't mean I'm not trying to make anything negative, but I never thought. I don't think like that. I don't think like that. I guess.
Yeah.
But I did Sean before him because they were doing the trivia night. So I got on with Sean first. I feel like my thing with Aiden was a lot better. I think I was more relaxed. I think I would. Everybody said. Everybody I talked to told me that my Turtle Boy interview was the best.
Probably because it
So,
was, probably
that's
you
all I
were
get.
more relaxed. That's the key. A lot of times on this stuff, just be relaxed.
Yeah, and it's you got to go from one emotion to the other, then you got to go one way to the other. It's just a lot. Thank God I'm semi-retired.
Right.
I really, thank God for that. I got time, but I don't have a lot of time, but I have time to do things, and I don't know. I just think you guys are doing a great job, and I just love listening to you. And it's a newfound thing for me, Mike. A newfound thing.
I'm so glad.
And
I'm very glad you called today, Rich. This is great to hear from you.
I've been meaning to call, but I want to make sure that I had time to be relaxed and call you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect.
And this is my first opportunity.
This is a good day for it.
Yeah. I'm going to go watch it. I want to read the letters and stuff and see what's going on.
Awesome.
Anyways, I'm going to let you go. Maybe you can put somebody else in.
We'll try.
I love you, brother.
Thank you, Rich.
Stay well.
The Duck
Okay.
King. Let's hear it for the Duck King. Thank you for the Duck King for calling in. We'll talk to you soon, Rich. Best of luck with everything. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Mike. Bye.
Bye. That was the Duck King. I'm so glad I stuck with it. And I got the phones working. You never know who's going to call this show. You really don't.